Welcome to the ultimate build guide on how to survive Death Night 1 in Age of Darkness, Final Stand. This guide is crafted for the hardest difficulty, Nightmare. Most players struggle to defend against the first Death Knight on the hardest difficulty. There are several key points we will discuss, and by following them, you'll significantly improve your chances of survival and mastery of the game. So let's get into it. Exploration is of vital importance during the early game. Knowing your surroundings allows you to identify crucial starting resources and map layout. You need to explore as much as possible during the first 1 or 2 days. Identifying and securing wood and stone income is essential to getting your economy up and running. Usually, by exploring in the first day or 2, you need to identify wood and stone sources and claim them. Try to explore as safely and thoroughly as possible without engaging nightmares unnecessarily. Focus on securing at least 30+ wood production before Death Night 1. My personal aim is to go for 40+ wood since it will be needed for buildings, towers, and defenses. In this particular game, I had to explore to the south to secure my wood production. Don't fight with nightmares for no reason in the first day or 2. Keep your units safe and prioritize economic growth. Efficient placement of lumber yards can make a big difference, so plan carefully. For stone, I aim for around 15+ stone production. The mindset is the same as when looking for and securing wood. Don't go too deep into dangerous areas. Secure your stone patches and defend them if necessary. Stone will be crucial for constructing defensive towers and upgrading important structures. Remember to balance your economy and defense building. Once your wood and stone economy is stable, start setting up basic defenses. Early defensive towers can help protect key areas. For this guide, I am using Marek from the Order faction. Marek is an excellent hero choice due to his high health pool, making him capable of tanking significant amounts of damage. This durability allows him to hold off enemy forces while your defenses are being established. Additionally, his second ability is incredibly useful, a powerful area of effect attack that can clear multiple enemies at once, making it invaluable for defending resource locations or dealing with early enemy clusters. Use Marek wisely to clear small groups of enemies and defend resource locations. Keeping him active and in strategic positions can prevent unnecessary losses. Don't forget to build food huts and houses early to ensure your population can grow and your economy remains stable. Without sufficient food, you won't be able to sustain your workforce or build more advanced structures. Once your economy is on track, prioritize upgrading the keep as soon as possible, as this provides a crucial plus 100 gold income, which can fuel your resource gathering and expansion. Additionally, build the wood research shop as soon as you have the resources for it. This will unlock critical technologies that can enhance your defenses and economic efficiency. As soon as I secured my wood, I fell back and focused on constructing towers and walls. Building towers and placing archers in them provides both vision and defense for that particular area, making it an essential strategy for controlling key choke points. Towers are a cost-effective option compared to ballistas, allowing you to establish multiple defensive positions without draining your resources. Additionally, placing archers in towers significantly increases your field of vision, giving you better awareness of incoming threats and more time to react. Always prioritize this approach if you want strong defenses and superior battlefield intelligence. Each hero brings a unique set of abilities to the table, and how you use them can impact your overall strategy. For example, I'm using Marek as my hero. He's versatile and can support the defense with healing or damage-dealing abilities. Marek can also bolster nearby units, allowing us to maintain strong front lines. Marek has a damage-dealing ability in the form of Heroic Strike. This is a powerful attack that can be aimed at enemy units, dealing heavy damage and creating an opening in their lines. While Marek is not purely an offensive hero, his ability to deal significant damage in key moments can shift the balance in critical encounters. For example, if an enemy unit breaches our defensive lines, or we need to thin out a particularly tough enemy wave, Marek can use Heroic Strike to weaken or eliminate high-priority threats. It also gives us a bit of flexibility to support our defenses in moments where we need a bit of extra firepower. In terms of positioning, Marek should be placed near the front lines of our defense. This way, his healing aura can affect a large number of units, and his inspiring presence can increase the effectiveness of our pikemen and other units positioned behind walls. He can also take on the role of a frontline tank when needed, using Guardian's shield to protect the more fragile units. In summary, Marek's abilities create a flexible, strong defensive strategy that complements the Order faction's focus on holding the line. His combination of healing, damage dealing, and support abilities makes him a great asset for any Age of Darkness player looking to maintain a steady defense while adapting to the challenges of Nightmare difficulty.
Prepare to die!
You can notice that I am not using light sources for the first Death Knight. In this way, I am focusing my money on other important staff, and since I am using towers, I still have pretty good vision. Light sources control enemy spawn locations, and without them, enemies will spawn much closer to your base, increasing the danger during the night. You'll need to rely on other strategies, like strong early defenses and keeping your forces mobile, to handle the increased threat from the dark. Remember, you need light sources, but my playstyle is that for the first Death Knight are not needed. For open areas where your main army isn't focused, the tactic of using 1 or 2 walls with a soldier works well as a buffer. The wall absorbs incoming damage from Nightmare units, while the soldier fights back. This strategy helps you manage the less protected zones effectively without overextending your resources. Since your army isn't stationed there, it's crucial to maintain this defensive structure for as long as possible while remaining ready to support it if the wall starts breaking. Surviving the first Death Knight should be relatively easier compared to later nights, mainly because there are no Crushers in the wave. Crushers are massive, heavily armored enemies that can quickly overwhelm your defenses, but for Night 1, you won't face them yet. This gives you an opportunity to focus on building your economy and defenses without the intense pressure of dealing with such a powerful enemy. The crystal is your most crucial asset, and its light serves as a guiding beacon to the incoming threat. As the crystal pulses, it illuminates the path where enemies will emerge, giving you a brief but valuable window of time to prepare. This glowing trail not only marks the most vulnerable areas of your base, but also provides you with an opportunity to reinforce defenses and strategize. You can use this light to position your walls, soldiers, and archers, ensuring that you're ready when the nightfall begins and the enemies close in. Defending against the Death Knight should be manageable with the right strategy and proper planning. The key is to utilize choke points effectively and construct a well-thought-out defensive setup. Start by identifying natural choke points on the map. These are narrow passages where enemies are forced to funnel through, making them easier to manage. Once you've found a suitable choke point, build a single line of stone walls to block the path. Keep your defenses compact and efficient to minimize resource usage. Make sure to leave a single opening in the wall wide enough for your hero to pass through. This strategic gap is essential because it allows your hero to move freely between the front line and the interior of your base. Marek, with his tanking capabilities and powerful area of effectability, can effectively clear large groups of nightmares by positioning himself near this gap. Behind the wall, position your pikemen to fire through the gap at approaching enemies. Their long-range attacks will complement Marek's melee combat, creating a lethal combination that can hold off even large waves of enemies. Additionally, consider constructing at least one ballista tower near the choke point. Although it requires a higher resource investment, the ballista tower provides devastating firepower and will significantly thin the advancing nightmare hordes. Its long-range attacks can target enemies before they even reach the wall, reducing the pressure on your defenses. An important tactic I employed was allowing several nightmares to remain attacking the wall. This bought me valuable extra time to build additional structures in my base. The game has a built-in mechanic where, if a small group of nightmares continues to attack the wall without being completely cleared, the Death Knight will automatically end after about 1 minute. However, if you trap larger amount of nightmares to attack the wall, the Death Knight will still be going, which means you can have time to build, train, and research. This is more like a cheating, but you can use it to gain some advantages and have additional time. I hope you enjoy the guide. If so, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and see you in the next video.
Onwards and downwards.
Research complete. Very well.
training?
Our defenses are under attack.
I was born ready.